Good evening.
What's up everyone, my name is Augustine, I'm a musician and a massive fan of the Beatles, and in today's video I'm gonna give you my top 10 worst Beatles songs. Now before we get started, I wanted to make sure you know that the Beatles are my favorite band. I actually made a video called 10 reasons why the Beatles are the best band in the world, so I'm gonna leave it somewhere here in case you wanna check it out. But even if they're the best band in the world, they do have some songs that are not as good as the others. So I'm gonna give you my top 10, starting from number 10, which is not so bad, and we're gonna go all the way up to number 1, which is the worst Beatles song, which might not come as a shock for you. You probably know which song I'm talking about, but we'll get to that later. Also, if you've never seen any of my videos, thank you so much for watching this one. My name is Augustine and this YouTube channel is dedicated to the Beatles. So if you love the Beatles as much as I do, please consider subscribing to this channel because I have many videos about my favorite band. I have videos visiting famous Beatles locations, like for example Paul McCartney's house or Abbey Road Studios. So yes, please subscribe to this channel and check out my other videos as well. Alright, so before we get started with the top 10, we're gonna set some rules. The songs that we're gonna consider are songs written by the Beatles, so we're not gonna consider any of the cover songs like Roll Over Beethoven or Dizzy Miss Lizzy, none of them. And also, we're not gonna consider any of the shorter songs, because it would be really easy for me to go, okay, the worst songs are Wild Honey Pie and Dig It, and you know, all of these songs. But it's not the point of this video because it wouldn't be fair. Oh, and also I'm not considering any of the instrumental songs, like for example Flying or, you know, the instrumental songs of Yellow Submarine. Okay, so let's get started. Number 10 is definitely the most controversial of all of my choices, because it's actually a good song and it's very famous. But I'm gonna tell you why it's not my favorite. The song is Here Comes the Sun. And you might be thinking, oh my god, that's a really good song. And yes, it is, but at the same time, why is it so famous? If you go to Spotify right now and you click on the Beatles, you're gonna see the most famous song by the Beatles right now on Spotify is Here Comes the Sun. And I wonder why. I mean, it's a good song for sure, but is it really that good? I think it's definitely overplayed, and that's something that pisses me off. I don't know, maybe it's just my opinion, but I don't think this song deserves so much fame, if that makes sense. And also it's very annoying. Whenever I listen to it, it's like, yeah, Here Comes the Sun. It's good, don't get me wrong, but maybe not that great, you know? The track has many things that I like, for example, the intro and the fact that it starts with the chorus of the song instead of a verse. I think that's really clever. And also the synthesizers that George used, I think that was like pretty cool for 1969. But other than that, I don't think it's a great song. I don't like the fact that many people today associate the Beatles with Here Comes the Sun, and maybe that's what's bothering me. Okay, number 9 is gonna have to be Obladi Oblada. Actually, I really like this song, but at the same time, maybe not so much, because John Lennon said it's music for grannies, and I think he might be right, because the song is very silly, but not in a good way, because Paul McCartney has a lot of silly songs like Honey Pie, for example, and I love it. But I don't think this one is so good. So yeah, that's why I chose to put it very early in my top 10, which means it's not really a bad song at all. Number 8 is another song of the White Album, and it's the continuing story of Bungalow Bill. Now, I'm not a big fan of this song, but at the same time I do understand why they recorded it, because they recorded this track the same day they did I'm So Tired, and I think that one is a great song, so I think they put a lot of energy into that one, and then when they recorded this one they just had fun, which is a great song to have fun. I had very good memories singing this song with friends, so yeah, I think the idea of the song was just to have fun, so it doesn't really seem like a fair comparison, but then again, it's a song and it's long enough to be in the top 10, so it's gonna have to be number 8. There's some things I like a lot about this song, like for example the intro, although it doesn't really have anything to do with the track, and you can clearly hear the gap, like hey Bungalow Bill, which is kind of hilarious, but I kind of like it. And also I like the part where Yoko sings, and some people might not like that at all, but I don't know, I think it adds something to the song. I like it. And also it's the only song by the Beatles featuring lead vocals by a non-member. Okay, next one. Number 7 is a song by George and it's called The Inner Light. Now, I love it when George plays Indian music. I love Love to You, I love Within You, Without You, but I don't think this one is quite there. And also it doesn't have like a well-defined chorus that you can sing. And my biggest question is, why was this song a single? Because it really doesn't sound like a single at all. At the same time, I really like the song, especially the part where it goes dun, 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 dun. So yeah, I mean, I like all these songs really. Number 6 is You Know My Name, Look at the Number. Now, if this song was shorter, it would be like one of my favorite short songs, you know? I think it's better than Wild Honey Pie, it's better than Dig It, and all of these shorter songs. But it's not short, you know, it's quite a long song, so we're gonna have to consider the song for the top 10. And I don't think it's very good because it's super repetitive, and obviously that was the idea of the song. It's not like they didn't think of it, but you know, it's just not so great. There's some good things about the song. For example, I love the harmony with the piano. I love the beat of the song. I love Paul's voice there. It's like kind of weird. And yeah, I think it's a good song, but it's too long. You know, if it was shorter, it'd be great. But I think it's too long for what it is. Number 5 is another song by George, and it's called Old Brown Shoe. This is one of the least famous songs by the Beatles, and to be honest, it's not so hard to see why. The song doesn't really have a well-defined chorus, and also I think George's vocals are very, very quiet, kind of at the same level as the other instruments, so I don't really like that. And also the song was written in 1969, which by that time George was already a great songwriter. He was writing songs like Something, for example, which is a great song, so why would he come up with this song? That's what I don't quite understand. But yeah, other than that, it's not too bad. Number 4 is The Ballad of John and Yoko. Now, this song is a little bit irritating, that's what I don't really like, and it's also very repetitive, it's just all the same over and over. What I do like about the song is the fact that it was recorded just by John and Paul, and I don't know, it's quite nice. If I imagine both of them, they're in the studio working, it's nice. And you can hear Paul playing drums, which is not very common in the Beatles. So Paul played drums, bass and piano, and John recorded guitar and vocals. So yeah, I think it's quite nice. But the song is not great. Number 3 is a song of the album Yellow Submarine, and it's called Only a Northern Song. Now this song is kind of a joke because Northern was the company that was collecting the royalties of the Beatles songs, and George had some issues with them, so he kind of made this song as a joke / protest. But I don't think it's a great song, to be honest. Doesn't really have a well-defined chorus. Same issue with some other George's songs. I like the production of it. I think it's very trippy. I like it. Same as other songs in Yellow Submarine. But other than that, I don't think it's a great song. So it's gonna have to be the number 3 song of these top 10 worst songs. I'm saying song too much? I think I am. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so number 2 might be a little bit controversial because a lot of people like this song, and I don't know why, to be honest. It's a very famous song, a very iconic song by the Beatles, and it's called Yellow Submarine. Ooh. Now, why is this song so famous? Can you tell me? Because I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad song by any means, but it's a childish, kind of silly song, and I'm okay with childish, silly songs, but why is it so famous? Why do many people associate the Beatles with Yellow Submarine? That's what pisses me off. You see, it's not fair. It's not fair for the band. I mean, the Beatles are literally the best band in the world, so why do most people these days think of the Beatles and they think of Yellow Submarine? It just doesn't seem fair to me. Other than that, the song is not too bad. It's fun. You can sing along with friends, and yeah, it wasn't written by Ringo, by the way. It's a Lennon-McCartney song, and they were like, yes, let's just give it to Ringo. Why not? So yeah. Anyways, not my favorite song. It's also not that bad, but I don't know why it's so famous. And number 1, as I said, it won't come as a shock, because I truly hate this song actually. All of the other songs are quite good, but this one is the only song that when I'm listening to the White Album, I would skip it because it's just so long. It's 8 minutes and 22 seconds long, and of course I'm talking about Revolution 9. If you can even call it a song, because I'm not sure if it's a song really. I mean, I do get it why they did it, because, you know, John Lennon was trying new things and doing lots of heroin and everything, and Yoko was very happy with it, so John was very happy with it. Of course, none of the other Beatles were really happy with this song. But yeah, the main issue for me with this song is the length, you know? 8 minutes and 22 seconds, it just takes up so much space of the White Album, you know? They could have done like 3 songs in that space. But no, they went for Revolution 9, which is crazy. On the other hand, I do understand that they were trying new things, and at that time, that was very impressive, because these days you have like a million kids trying like weird stuff in their bedrooms, and you know, nobody cares anymore. But in the 60s, it was like, what is that? So, you know, I understand that at that time it might be different. So what I would like to know is, what was your first reaction when you first listened to the song? Because maybe you listened to it when it first came out in the 60s, and in that case I would truly love to know what was your first reaction, because at that time it was very, very different. And also, please let me know what do you think of these top 10 worst Beatles songs. Please let me know which are the worst songs for you. And if you disagree with some of my choices, I do completely understand, so please let me know. I would love to hear from you. Okay, this is pretty much it for now. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Facebook. There's a PayPal link as well there in the description, where you can donate if you want, and every donation will be absolutely appreciated. What else? And the most important thing is, if you like this video, please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel, because I have many videos about the Beatles. So if you love the Beatles as much as I do, you're definitely gonna love this channel, and it helps me a lot and it makes me really happy. So please consider subscribing. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Bye.
Well, I'm afraid that's us run out of time.
Oh,
I'm really
okay.
sorry.
Well,
So,
thanks. Bye, everyone.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
If I give my heart to you, I must be sure from the very start that you